Hello everyone, my name's Rebecca and I'm at Lost Artistry Lash right now. And I'm gonna be doing a lash analysis on our beautiful model, Hunter. So I'm just gonna walk you through what I do once my client has sent me a photo to do an analysis on her. And then later I'll present this to her. All right, so we got Hunter to send us a photo of her on back camera, no facial expression, no makeup, no lashes, head not tilted, and she's looking directly into the camera at eye level. This is super important just because any minor difference might actually change and manipulate her facial features or her eye features. So the first thing I like to do when I look at this photo is I like to open my toolbox just on the Photos app. So what I'm gonna do is first I'm gonna look at the bigger picture. So I'm gonna look at her face and analyze her facial shape. So looking at her, I can directly tell she has a oval face shape. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to mark that down on the iPad just so it's easier for me to understand. And one thing to note, when your client has an oval or a diamond face shape, they already reap symmetry, so we don't need to do any correctional work with the other lashes and we can look at her other features. All right, so next we're gonna look at her eye planes, and what I like to do with this is I like to go into my toolbox and get a ruler. So just grabbing my ruler and I'm making sure my ruler is directly across. I'm gonna zoom in and I am going to line up the ruler across the middle of her pupils. So as you could tell in this photo, her face is actually tilted a little off. So I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna correct the tilt of her face. So perfect. Okay, then we can proceed to the ruler. All right, so like I said, we're just gonna have the ruler go directly through her pupils. And this is going to help us measure the planes of her eyes. All right, so since the line is meeting at the outer corners, then it's telling us she has even eye planes. So I'm just gonna jot that down. Even eye planes. And both of her eyes have even eye planes as well. Just to note, sometimes your client will have one ascending, one even, one descending, one even. Doesn't matter. Now I'm just going to look at the set of her eye. So how far apart one eye is from the other eye. So again, I'm gonna go into my toolbox and I'm going to get a smaller arrow, double-sided arrow, and I'm gonna zoom in to her eye. And I'm just going to mark the center of her eye. All right, so then I'm gonna duplicate this line here and I'm just gonna test if it fits over her other eye. So we could tell on her right eye, it fits directly over. And then on her left eye, same thing. So that tells us she has proportionately set apart eyes. Perfect. All right, lastly, we can just analyze a few other things. So looking at her eyes, they pinch in the inner corner, widest in the center, pinch on the outer corner. So that's telling us she has almond-shaped eyes. She has bigger almond-shaped eyes. So that's something to note, just her socket is larger. Another thing is she has ever so slightly hooded eyelids and very, very slightly deeper into her head and not a lot of distance between her eyebrows and her eyes. And that is how I do an analysis of all my clients prior to their arrival.